this was supposed to be my first video back from my break, but the plans were changed. Not that I think any of you minded. But let's address the elephant in the room, my avatar. I decided that in 2025 I am just gonna let myself dress my avatar however I please. actually really, really little, but I remember it. And it was the first time I experienced snow because I've lived in California and then Texas, so we don't really get snow. So that was my first time experiencing like heavy, heavy snow. And it was really nice. I actually really enjoyed that trip. And we still have like a little teddy bear from the trip. Okay. The next question is from Hey Nori 2325, and they ask, what made you start posting ASMR videos? so stereotypical and so common, but it is genuinely so, so, so good. Like, I cannot recommend it enough. I love Death Note so much. It is so good. Books. Anything by Frederick Backman. His books are so amazing. They have brought me to tears every single time without fail. He has this way of writing characters that seems so lifelike and so unique. I love him. Movie Rex. I really only watch horror movies, I'm not gonna lie. But the 𝒏𝒂𝒕𝒕𝒚'𝒔 is a good mockumentary horror movie. Or Grave Encounters is a really good cheesy paranormal movie. And you know what? The Fred movies. Watch the Fred movies. Would you want to do more rambling ASMR? I'd like absolutely love to. I love just rambling into the mic, which is what this video is. You guys don't seem to like them as much, so that's why I kind of do them sparingly, but you guys let me know if you want to have that more often. What are your expectations for 2025? Do you have any future plans? Okay, so I'm going to be talking about channel plans for the new year, so I'm going to talk about personal plans for this one. So I do have a lot that I want to get started on. So I have a bunch of personal projects that I would love to see completed. Like, I have a novel and I really want to work on that this year, like a lot more. I have to rewrite a lot, but we'll get there. I also want to do a lot better in school. My goal is like a straight A student, so we're gonna try that. The next question comes from the lovely, lovely, lovely 𝒏𝒂𝒕𝒚'𝒔, and she asks, what is your favorite food and favorite fruit? Okay, so my favorite fruit, I think, would probably be strawberries. I really like strawberries, especially when they're dipped in chocolate. Oh. As for my favorite food, my mom makes this caldo. I don't know how to say it in English. I don't know what it's called in English, but it's like liquid from a soup. Broth. It's broth. It's broth. She makes this broth, and I think it's vegetable broth or something like that. And then she broils or like boils a chicken leg and puts it in the soup with some rice, and oh my gosh, it's so good. She just made that like 2 days ago, and I've been eating that for the past 2 days. I'm so happy. Like, I don't care that it's unseasoned. I don't care how white it seems. It's so good. The seasoning in the soup more than makes up for the lack of seasoning on the chicken. Where have you traveled to, and which was your favorite? So, like I said, I have traveled to Mexico, but more specifically, I have been to Cancun before, and I have been to Lake Tahoe. And I think between those two, honestly, I think Lake Tahoe is probably better. As much as I am Hispanic, I do tend to prefer the colder climates. And seeing snow is really, really cool. And lastly, what is your favorite perfume or body mist? Okay, I use this. I think it's technically a mist, but I don't care. I call it a perfume. It's from Walmart. It's really, really sweet. It's a strawberry cheesecake scent. It has become like my signature scent. I love it so much. You should definitely check it out. It's like $3, so. Okay. Sorry for the second break. More noise. But the next questions come from the amazing 𝒂𝒂𝒕𝒚'𝒔. And she asks, who is your favorite non-Roblox ASMR artist? technically they are also a Roblox ASMR artist, but they also have a real life channel, so. But it is, I think, Mr. Evil. Let me go double check that, but I'm pretty sure that their name is Mr. Evil. Okay, Mr. Evil Cloud. My bad. But he makes some of the best ASMR I swear I have ever heard in my life. Like, it's soft spoken, mostly just random stuff, but oh my gosh, I love it. What is your favorite boba flavor? So I'm actually gonna break your hearts a little bit, and while it is very on theme because I'm playing Boba Tea Tower, I don't like boba. I've tried it twice with ex-girlfriends of mine, and I'm not sure if it's because they're now my exes, but I don't know. I don't remember liking it very much. Both times I got different flavors, and I never liked any of them, and I didn't like the little pearls in there. But the next question is, what does your dream room look like? And I'm actually making my dream room right now. It's basically just an explosion of pink and white because I really love the combination. And I'm actually almost done making my room how I want it to. I just need to replace my bookshelves and get a new clothing rack, but those are expensive items, so we're gonna wait a little. What is your dream pet? A cat, except I'm allergic, like not severely, but like my eyes get really itchy and watery, and it's just an unpleasant experience. So I'd have to do a lot of work before I actually got a cat. And what is your favorite lip gloss? I actually cannot remember the name because it literally lives in my purse and I only take it out every so often. But there's this e.l.f. one. It went viral because it was a dupe of something else a while ago. And I love it. It is my favorite. I use it for everything. Okay. The next question comes from Heavens ASMR, my love. And she asks, what are you most excited for in 2025? I think it would probably be just all of the new opportunities. I really love having this new year because I feel like it's a nice reset to just get myself in a better mindset and do a lot better. The next question comes from It's Only Ocean, my angel. And she asks, what is your favorite place you have traveled to, and where would you like to go in the future? And of course, I have answered both of these, but just again, my favorite place definitely has to be Lake Tahoe. It was so beautiful and so much fun, and I would love to go somewhere in Europe someday, once I figure out exactly where. Definitely not France, because I do not respect the French, and not Spain, because I also do not respect the Spaniards. Okay. The next two questions come from Justin-MO5XJ. And he asks, are you a night owl or an early bird? Definitely a night owl. There are so many times where I will stay up until like 3 to 5 in the morning doing stuff, and I've never been one to get up early in the mornings, although I do want to change that habit, especially with the school year coming up. I want to start going to sleep earlier and waking up earlier. It's currently 11:30 p.m. for me, almost on the dot, so after this is done, I will probably just be going to bed. And the next question is, do you prefer sweet or savory food? I think definitely savory, more salty foods chips if you're British. I also don't respect the British, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't respect a lot of countries. But definitely chips. I tend to prefer, I don't think they sell them in the US, but they sell them in Mexico. They're called adobadas. I don't know what's in them. It's like tomato and like a chile. But I love that. It is so good. Okay, if you can have any colored hair, what would it be? Definitely, definitely pink. I just know that it's such a pain to upkeep, so sadly that will not be happening. What is my favorite type of dessert? Brownies. I love brownies. And do you like frogs? I am impartial to frogs. If you had asked me in my 2020 cottagecore phase, I would have told you that I love frogs, but now I'm kind of just indifferent. Okay. The next question comes from 𝒂𝒔𝒎𝒓 ASMR. And she asks, New Year's resolutions. So, my resolution is again to get straight A's. Also to get more into shape because I don't exercise, and I definitely need to start exercising just to keep up with my health and everything. So, gonna be doing more of that. I'm gonna try to get walking exercise. I'm gonna walk because there's this, oh my gosh, there's this path by my house that's really nice to walk on. 30-minute walk is really nice. Top travel destination, definitely again somewhere in Europe. feel-good movies, feel-good books. And again, as for horror movies, oh my gosh, I'm out of it. As for movies, I prefer horror. What songs do you like? And like one or two that you love but don't match up at all. So for songs I love, I'm gonna do like top 5. It's definitely, if I had to pick, top 5, most of it is Lana, I won't lie to you. 𝒬𝒐𝒏𝒂𝒕𝒕𝒚'𝒔 by Lana Del Rey. The Book Collector by Hailey Hendrix. Oh, I love you, Hailey Hendrix. And I definitely say that those two are the ones that conflict the most. I really like Lolita by Lana Del Rey. Off to the Races by Lana Del Rey. What else do I enjoy? I can't think of anything for some reason. I also really like Emo Boy by 𝒂𝒔𝒎𝒓. It's a good song, okay. And I like Ultraviolence by Lana Del Rey. How is your new year going? It's been going good so far. I've been pretty good at upkeeping my resolutions, so I'm very happy about that. Have you seen the Quiet Place movies? I think I saw the first one, and I was pretty okay with it. I liked it, but it's not like the best movie ever. And I have yet to watch the other ones, but I definitely want to do, so maybe I'll do that tomorrow or something. And what is my favorite drink? Again, Dr. Pepper. I am a hashtag Dr. Pepper girl for life. And lastly, what is your opinion on Roblox ASMR roleplays? I actually think they're so underrated. Not a lot of people do them, but it's so cool how we can utilize Roblox games to create them. And I actually have a couple lined up. Okay, the next questions are from Tiffany5019, and she asks, do you watch anime? Sometimes, not usually. If I'm watching anime, I'm usually only ever watching Death Note. And that was your second question, which ones? So, Death Note. And 3, my favorite Sanrio character, 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒕𝒕𝒚'𝒔. I love her. It's spelled 𝒂𝒔𝒎𝒓 or something like that. 𝒂𝒔𝒎𝒓. There we go. Got it there. I have to spell it out with my finger. Okay. And the next question comes from 𝒬𝒐𝒏𝒂𝒕𝒕𝒚'𝒔, and they ask, do you like snakes? So I'm actually, I wouldn't say impartial. I like snakes, but I would never keep one as a pet, you know. I held a snake once when I was a kid. We went on these last 10 minutes to talk about channel plans. So, for the new year, I really want to up my game for my content. I don't mean to sound like I'm only in it for the views and the money and everything, but I have noticed that views are down for me, and it's not like that big of a deal, but I want to focus this year on making content that you guys will watch and enjoy. So I have started making a list of more unique triggers that I could do, because I know that in the months leading up to the new year, I kind of was just doing like the same couple of triggers on rotation. So I'm gonna make sure that that doesn't happen. I'm gonna start planning out my months well in advance to avoid that. So that is one thing I want to do. I also do want to upgrade a lot of things. I am hoping that next month I can get a Tascam mic. I think it'll be a really cool addition to the channel. And of course, I want to upgrade a lot of other equipment. Like my mic currently, I use a Zeal Sound. Okay, sorry for that interruption. My alarm went off, but I hope that one day I can get a, a Blue Yeti. I think that would be really cool. But only if this one kicks the bucket, because I'm trying to not be wasteful. I also really want to upgrade my PC, which doesn't sound like it's filming equipment, but it is, because my games tend to get kind of laggy when I start recording, and sometimes you can see it in the video itself, so I want to try to upgrade so that I can avoid that. There are also a lot of like goals I have for this year. So in terms of filming content, I want to have everything for the week done and prepared by the weekend before. So like for next week, right, which I will be uploading, hold on, checking my calendar. I'll be uploading Monday the 13th, Wednesday the 15th, that's a members video, and Friday the 17th. I want to have all of those videos done by the 12th, this Sunday, so that I don't have to worry about them during the week. And then when my school year begins, I can take the weekends to focus on videos and the weekdays to focus on homework. So it's like a nice balance, you know what I mean? I think that would be really cool. And it would help me like manage my time a lot more. And of course, like I mentioned at the beginning of the channel, I want to start experimenting more with my style and allowing myself to make the changes that I want, because I know that if I had not started dressing like the way that I'm dressed in this video, I would have kind of been miserable and I wouldn't have liked my content, because the avatar would have ruined it. So I'm gonna let myself have the grace was like with this avatar, I was nervous to start using this avatar because I was like, oh, are you guys gonna like it? Are you not gonna like it? Blah blah blah. But who cares? This is my channel. This is my avatar. I am going to dress and act the way that I would like to on my channel, and I'm not gonna let people stress me out on my internet. So I'm trying to do that. I also want to find a way to take requests more efficiently, because there have been times where I will get swarmed with requests and there is just no way that I can do them all. So I want to find something for that, because I have played around with the idea of making it like a paid thing, but in the end I don't think I'll go that route, because I just don't personally want to charge for custom videos, even if it would like stem the flow of requests that I will get. But I don't know, like, this isn't to knock anyone that charges for customs or requests. Like, you do you, and I'm always so happy to pay for a request, but I personally don't want to do that. My mindset with this channel has always been, I want you guys to be able to see what you enjoy on this channel, and it's important to me that you guys can have that, and so I prefer not to charge for the customs or the requests. I have been thinking about having a Google form or something to like have people fill out for the requests, so I can see them all in order and I can just go through it. I don't know yet. I guess we'll figure it out. If you have any ideas, definitely let me know, because I don't. Gosh, I still have 8 minutes. I'm not one to complain about the time, but I'm sleepy. Oh, I guess I'll just ramble about like upgrades I've made. I know this isn't like a super noticeable change, but I have upgraded the way I do renders for like my thumbnails. So in the past, I would pose my renders in Roblox Studio using a plugin, but now in like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but now I use rigs in Blender, and the difference is rigs have the smooth joints, so I've finally been able to make those. I learned, and I definitely do prefer these, because with posing in Roblox Studio, essentially you had to pose everything in one go, and if it doesn't match what you're trying to do, like if I had like a prop that I was trying to put in my hand and I realized after I had set the pose that it didn't fit, say this all